We are here in your house sports for week 7 recap of the college football season. I'm Andy D.
I'm Fat Sam.
It's your boy Vassos.
Boy Fat Sam's on location getting the schedule ready for the Big 12 for the next couple seasons.
Yeah.
Ready to the executive offices.
Yeah. They put me in a hotel. So tomorrow I have a meeting with the big guys. And we're going to talk about the schedule. So hopefully, with Texas and OU being, with that being their last year, I'm going to propose that they be down 21 points when the game starts.
Every player has a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty already when they start the game.
Already, yeah. And then their D-backs have targeting. Like, nope, can't do it.
Got to cover everybody with a linebacker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Only linebackers on defense, guys. That's it.
We appreciate y'all joining us. Social media, Facebook, In Your House Sports, YouTube channel. Like and subscribe, In Your House Sports. Leave a comment. Let us know what's up. We'll try to get these, subscribers up. But, man, what a epic weekend of college football. I'm going to be honest and transparent. I didn't watch that much Saturday. So once we get into the Saturday conversations, you guys will give the insights on it. And I'll just kind of be like, yeah. Type deal. But, man, let's kick it off. Thursday night, Baylor, West Virginia, old Morgantown. I don't know what it is about Morgantown, but Baylor just came by a victory over there. West Virginia defeats Baylor 43-40. Just a hard game to watch.
They can't buy a win there in football. Basketball, yes.
Yeah, football is like, we don't know what's going on over here. We can't do it. I don't know what it is.
It's like once you cross the state line, it's like, huh?
Yeah, is it John Denver? His ghost over here rearing his ugly head. I don't know what it is, but Fat Sam, I'm gonna hear your take on this game.
It was definitely hard to watch. It looked like we were watching Art Browse's defense. The defensive backs, man, they were just getting burnt all day. It seems like they were like 2 steps behind every play. I mean, it made West Virginia's offense look like it was one of the best in the Big 12. I mean, because all you had to do was just throw the ball. It didn't matter. It didn't matter what. They were going to get the first down or at least get 8 yards. But it was definitely tough. I don't even think Shapen going out hurt us that much, except for Jones's 2 picks. One pick, that first pick, he should have just took the sack instead of just tossing it up in the air. I was like, what are you doing? Yeah, just take the sack. But you could definitely see, though, that Shapen, he's calm, man. And then because when Drones got in there, he was just, he was just on his toes and like, oh, man, real jittery. And the Shapen is just real calm. Gavin Holmes, man, dude had a monster game. He made up for that game against OK State, that's for sure. But our defense didn't do enough. Now, I feel like it's going to be one of those seasons where we got to score about 50 points just to win. And so, but it was definitely tough, man. Definitely tough to watch.
I mean, before Shapen went out, I didn't even realize that he'd went out. Because I was at work, so I was just kind of keeping up with it here and there. I didn't actually get to watch it till towards the end. But man, I didn't realize he'd thrown for 300 yards and.
Mm-hmm. He was having a game.
Yeah, that's 14-22. It's like, dang, that's what, like 70%.
Yeah, but that just shows how bad West Virginia's defense is.
Because Holmes had 210 on 7 catches.
Mm-hmm.
Some Randy Moss numbers right there.
Yeah, Yeah.
And what
So
killed the momentum was Baylor was up 17-7, and then scoop and score. Shapen fumbled the ball, scoop and score for West Virginia. Baylor was going to go up 24-7, but that
mhm.
scoop and score made it 17-14. It seems like the momentum kind of shifted, and then Baylor come back, but then Shapen went out. But yeah, you talk
Yeah.
about the defense. I guess I'm just optimistic about the next couple games, but I feel like the defensively is something that you can fix. In the coaching room, there was just a lot of missed assignments. A lot of the tackling was what got me. Like the missed tackling was horrible.
Yeah.
And I saw one play. I think is when West Virginia got the running back and he was going down the sideline. Uh, Mid play, you see, I think it's Matt Jones, outside linebacker. Mid play, looking back to his guys like. And that's not a good sign. That's a sign of undiscipline and not knowing your job. You know what I mean? So I
A lot
think
of miscommunication.
a lot of miscommunication. I think with David Random, he said it best. He's been saying we're complacent. We're young, we're immature, and we need to get it going. And he's getting hard on his coaches about opening up the playbook. You see it offensively, they opened it up, and look what happened. And now I think defensively, I wouldn't be surprised if he takes more command defensively, not on the sidelines, but in the film room, and kind of like, all right, guys, let's get back to the basics now, because he's more of that detail, basic oriented coach.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think who we have next? We have Kansas
yeah,
next. Um, I think we'll do all right with Kansas. I think we'll win that one. I think the man. Then was it after that is TCU, I believe.
Let's see.
Texas
I had
Tech
it up. Let me see.
Oh, Texas Tech.
and
That's what I
Lubbock.
was missing. Yeah, Texas Tech. I think
In Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, TCU, and then Texas.
It's Oklahoma, Kansas State, TCU, and then Texas.
Oh, okay. I forgot about Kansas State. Yeah, I mean we have a good chance to only. I mean I think playing TCU is going to be tough.
Yeah,
That's going to be a tough game. But I just don't think we're going to get it together defensively. Defensively, this year. Like I honestly like now that watching these games, I think we'll probably either win 6 or 7 games. That's it.
it's a young team,
Uh, oh yeah, it's
very
a
young
very
team.
young team.
Yeah, and of
But
course the overreactions on social media. People
hmm
trip me out. They're ready to fire Randall,
yeah,
ready for him to
yeah, oh
go to
yeah,
Wisconsin. I'm like, shut up.
yeah.
Clemson had a down year. What, last year, 2 years ago? I'm not comparing
I
the two
think the
teams.
past 2 years.
Yeah,
And they won 9 games.
yeah. And you
Hmm
look at them this year now; they're tearing it up. So
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, no, it's definitely a young team. It's frustrating to watch because these guys have been in the rooms.
hmm
That's the thing that frustrates me. These guys have been in the same rooms with Petrie, with Woods, with McVay, and that core. It's like, so did you not take this seriously?
Yep.
Were you not giving it your all? Like that's what's frustrating because like
hmm
man, y'all guys had the example. Um, but I think who was it? Uh, well, no, I know it was Aranda. I just don't know when he said it this year. It was after our loss where some of the guys was like, "Man, I took last year for granted."
Yeah.
He was like, I was in the film room and I didn't really pay much attention because I wasn't started,
hmm
and so now
There
it's
you go.
biting them. It's biting them in the butt big time.
Yeah. So they better clean it up because it doesn't get any easier for him. But West Virginia, they've been in a couple games. They only blowout
Yeah,
really was to Texas, but other than that, they've been into some games. They could have beat Kansas. They could have beat Pitt in the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Neil
yeah,
Brown saves his job for another week from now. Dude's a clown.
yeah, yeah. Now I think with Baylor, Baylor has a real good shot beating Kansas just because their quarterback's out.
Yeah.
Yeah. They look very vulnerable.
Yeah. So
Hmm
speaking of, then number 19 Kansas loses to Oklahoma 52-42. Freddie Hoyle couldn't get the job done.
And the game really wasn't as close as the score made it seem.
Nah. That last touchdown was like a garbage time touchdown.
Yeah.
Um,
they were in command. Pretty much Oklahoma's in command right out the gate.
Yeah, I mean, was it Kansas QB? Was it he threw what, 3 interceptions?
Two.
Two interceptions. Um, definitely missing that quarterback, man. I think if they would have had that quarterback, it would have been a different ball game for sure.
Yeah, I mean they would definitely their offense is completely different than what it was or than what it
Hmm.
has been.
Yeah.
Just to take a
Yep.
quick step back to last week, do you think if Dylan Gabriel would have played against Texas, that game would have been closer than what it was?
Oh, definitely. I
'Cause,
don't
man,
think they
it
would have. I
showed-
still don't think they would have won, but I
Yeah.
think it would have been. They would have at least scored.
Because to drop 52 and because their offense looked, man, horrible last week. And
But a lot of that was self-inflicted too.
Yeah, I seen the highlights. It looked pretty good.
Yeah, and I just think, talking about last week, Ewers, man, he was just on point against Oklahoma. So I think I don't think it would have been any different. I think Texas was just a better team last week, and so I just think Oklahoma just got that match with Kansas at the right time.
Yeah,
at the right time with that their starting quarterback. I think with Oklahoma, the way they played, of course, is a confident booster. But who does Oklahoma play next?
Let's see.
Iowa State.
Iowa State. And so in Oklahoma though, right?
No.
Oh,
At Iowa State.
yeah. So I think Iowa State's going to take that one, man.
Because they got a chip on their shoulder, and Oklahoma, for whatever reason, does not play well there. It's always a dogfight, no matter how good Oklahoma is. It's always a dogfight when they go to Ames.
Yeah.
Kansas drops to 5-2. Oklahoma 4-3. Kansas could lose out this year, and they'll still exceed expectations.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They could go 5-7.
Sure.
Like, man, we had a great year.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's kind of like remind me of like that. Art Browse is what, like third, fourth year.
Mm-hmm.
Where you start to see that we're doing good, and then that bowl eligible year, it was just like, oh man, I think did we just win 6 games that year? 6 or 7 games?
7, I think.
7, and it was just like, oh man, that was a great year.
We went like 7-6. So we lost to Illinois in the Alamo Bowl.
Alamo Bowl, yeah.
Was that that wasn't the Heisman year, was it?
Nah,
no. The Heisman year was 2 years after that.
Yeah, 2 years. He got hurt the next year.
He got hurt the next year. Yeah, but I think, I just think Oklahoma caught Kansas at the right time.
Their DBs were dropping like flies at Kansas too. Not only were they out the quarterback, but their DBs were just falling.
Yeah. Yep.
Next game on tab, we had number 22 Texas defeat Iowa State 24-21.
That was
Should not have been that close.
Game, man. Yeah, that was a tough game, man.
Mm-hmm.
Very tough.
Ewers was off this game. He was.
Oh my God!
He was off, and some throws he was off just this much. Some other throws he was off by like a mile.
Yeah. No, those he did not look like himself, man, at all.
He didn't look like the guy from the previous week.
Nah. He looked like that was his first game back. Like he played the first game of the season.
Yeah.
Just, man, his timing was just off. Terrible.
Was it more credit to Iowa State's defense or just self-inflicted?
I think Iowa State's defense held pretty good.
Yeah, I think they were beneficial. Just a lot of his inaccuracy, and he was just like I said, he was just behind his guys, or would see a throw late and would try to throw it, and didn't go so well, or instead of taking off and running, he would run backwards, and try to extend the play, and it didn't end up well for him. But if it wasn't for the running game, Iowa State pretty much would probably run away with that game.
Saw there was a controversial non-call towards the end. I guess the targeting was not called. when Decker got hit and fumbled the ball. I guess that's where Matt
Mm,
Campbell exploded, or how did that go?
Oh
I
yeah,
just read on it.
he was hot. He was pissed.
yeah.
He straight up
Yeah.
said, "You stupid."
I'm
Right.
pretty sure he got fined.
Oh, I'm sure he's yelling at the ref. You shut the. No, that was what it was. Shut the fuck up, you stupid.
Yeah. No, I
So
mean it's one of the things. I mean, I don't know. Calls like that, man. It's like you think they're gonna go one way, and then it's like, wait, hold on. Like it's almost like what are they seeing that we're not? You know?
I don't know. I mean, I didn't looking at it even then. I could see how it could have been targeting, but I'm just like, yeah, but he's running. It's not like he was defenseless and
Mhm.
he's ducking, and the
Hmm.
Texas players kind of coming in to stop him from falling forward, and so he just kind of boom. His face is hitting him in the chest.
Yeah.
So I was like,
You talk about self-inflicted. Hutchinson had that wide open pass dropped.
yeah,
Yeah.
Iowa State,
Yeah.
another team on the rebuild, a young team,
What are they? 3-3?
3-4.
Well, yeah.
Three and
Well, now,
four.
yeah, they came into this game 3-3.
Yeah, Matt
Okay.
Campbell talked about it post game. He was proud of his players. He had a starting linebacker that was a freshman, hadn't played a game in 2 years. He skipped his senior season, and he's talking about he played a great game. So this team, like you said, he was proud of his team. He was happy the way they competed, and he knows they're young, and he's
Yeah.
proud of them. So to hear that
And
from
the
Matt
thing is,
Campbell,
he's not going to get fired.
no.
Yeah.
I mean, who else is going to go to Iowa State? You know, I mean, I just think I just think they have a lot of patience with them, and it's like, you know what, we know what this guy's capable
Right.
of. You know.
Yeah, because 3-4, I mean, that to their standards, that's good because Iowa State was,
Before he got there, it was terrible.
yeah, horrible. 2-10, 2-10.
Yeah.
Bad.
But
But
it's a
like
rebuild.
we said, have we seen his ceiling at Iowa State?
I think we have,
And it's
honestly.
just, I think the more time goes on, the more we say we can look at it and objectively say, I think he's hit his ceiling.
And that's unfortunate because you look at somebody like Bill Snyder, all right, all these years at Kansas State, they never played for a national championship game, but they were always fighting top of the Big 12, Fiesta Bowls, and they're happy with that. So with Matt
Maybe a Big
Campbell,
12 title here and there.
yeah. So like with Matt Campbell, let's say he does that in his career, I think they'd be happy over there as a fan base.
Oh,
Like of course you want to win a national title, but if you're getting to New Year's Six bowls and all this every year, not every year, but let's say next year they rebound and win 9 games. I mean, I think they'd
I
be happy with
think
that.
I think he would have to look at his coaching staff. It's like, okay, where did we hit the ceiling, and let me try to bring in somebody else. I mean, just look at Aranda, man. You fired Fedora right after that year. It's like, you know
Yeah.
what? Nah, you're not a great fit. And then look what happened to Baylor that following year.
Mhm.
So I think maybe Matt Campbell doesn't need to go, but maybe some of his coaches need to.
And everybody wants to
And
fire Grimes this year.
it's just crazy, man.
Our fan base turned into the Cowboys fan base. They need to shut up.
Man, for real.
Texas goes to 5-2. Iowa State goes to 3-4. Now talk about somebody who we thought our Fat Sam always thinks hitting his ceiling. Oklahoma State and Mike Gundy.
Yeah, I'm in that camp too.
Man,
Yeah,
they were on a mission this
He
year.
got
they
he
still are.
these past 2 years, he definitely got a second wind, man.
I think once he cut the mullet, I think that just sent him over the top.
Because, like, I mean, thinking about it, for the past 5 years, well, not including these past 2 years, but after that, I mean, before that, like they were just mediocre, man. I mean, it was like Baylor, Oklahoma, Texas, Baylor, Oklahoma, TCU, Baylor. Like it was, they were just plateau, and I think last year he got a second win, and he's going, man. Their quarterback's playing great.
Spencer Sanders.
Yeah,
See, and I think what it was always, like you said, in those prior years, they would start out hot, and then they would have one of those like A&M things where they would just collapse in the middle of the season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or they would be up big in a game and then let whoever it is back in, and they would lose at the last minute.
Yeah.
I'm laughing because I had to pull up this coaching record, man. I'm just going to start in 2010. I'm not going to start his first couple of years. So 2010, they were 11-2. 2011, 12-1. 2012, 8-5. 2013, 10-3. 7-6, 10-3, 10-3, 10-3, 7-6, 8-5, 8-3, 12-2. Now 5-1. You feel like he's mediocre. That's a good record, dude. Come on.
He's been. I mean, past 5 years they haven't done nothing. I mean, these past 2. I mean, besides these 2 years, if you
they
look
beat
just
Notre
like
Dame last year, damn it.
I mean, just like Justin said, they start off hot and they plateau. I mean, to me, I mean, it's just been mediocre years. It's just like, what the heck, because it's like, all right. I mean, almost like what Matt Campbell, did Gundy hit the ceiling? I mean, I think does Oklahoma State keep Gundy around if they go to the Big 12 championship and they lose again? It's just like, wait. So, I mean, because think about it, like, you had all these records, and how many Big 12 championships have you won?
But like you said, who's going to go to Oklahoma State?
I think Oklahoma State would get a better coach than Iowa State.
And when Les Miles left Oklahoma State, I was like, oh, hell, they're going to hit the fan. They're going to be trash. And Gundy comes out of nowhere. Gundy's underrated, man. He's underrated. He really is. He's underrated.
I don't know. I mean, is he underrated or is he just a mediocre coach? I mean, because like I said, start off. I mean, like what Justin said, start off hot, but how many Big 12 championships have he won? At least Baylor got 3 of them.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's just like, hold on, like, so you're telling me even with a 10-2, 12-1, whatever record, you can't win a Big 12 championship?
Yeah.
Like,
Bob Stoops lasted Oklahoma that long, though.
What's up?
Bob Stoops. He lasted Oklahoma that long. They only won 1 national championship.
How many Big 12s did he win, though?
A lot.
Yeah, Oklahoma's expectations high.
It is, but at the same time, winning Big 12 championships will keep you.
Yeah.
Will keep you there for a while. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll keep you there for a long while.
Hell, even one will just keep you. Look how long they kept. What was the fat guy's name from Kansas? Mangino or
Mangino?
Mangino.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I guess Oklahoma State's content with that. You know what I mean? You never really hear no buzz about him. Like, is he on the hot seat?
Only buzz or anything like that talk you hear is from the outside, not their local media market. It's like people just trying to make stuff up for TV.
Yeah.
Or to sell the game,
Yeah. I mean, Gundy's loved over there.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be like Bob Stoops. The only way you're gonna get him out if he retires.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
40, yeah. So I mean, he's loved over there. So he's gonna be there for a long time. But thing is like, because Oklahoma State's gonna get to the Big 12 championship.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely they're gonna play TCU.
I don't think they're losing after this.
You don't think so?
I don't think they're losing another game.
I think it's going to end up being them and TCU.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and I think TCU is going to beat them.
Oh, don't say that.
I don't want to say it.
Yeah,
I'd rather see Gundy do it, but I think TCU is going to end up beating them.
I would not want to.
I see the pain in your eyes as you say that.
Yeah,
yeah.
But I would not want to see Oklahoma State in the Big 12 championship. Somebody better knock them off because I really feel like this is even going to fire them up even more. This loss.
Who they got next? Who's Oklahoma State got next?
We got Texas next week.
That's where in Austin?
No, at home.
At home?
Sorry, Justin. Then they got at Kansas State. They go at Kansas. They're home to Iowa State, at Oklahoma, and then home to West Virginia.
Oh wow, that's weird. Usually they play Oklahoma last.
That at Kansas
Yeah.
State game might be the next tough one, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Texas has a good shot, man.
If
The early
can keep-
favorites right now.
If their defense definitely plays the way they played against Bama and has been playing, I mean, look at again what Baylor's defense did to Spencer last year, making him throw all those picks. You know, because he could. I mean, they were just rattled him. That Texas defense could do that to him, and I think, man, that's gonna be a tough game.
and I think the
Texas has
defense
a good
will,
shot.
yeah, I think the defense will maybe bend, but the important thing is not breaking, which seems to be something that Texas, they'll give up a crap ton of yards running the ball.
Yeah.
But once you get on their side of the field, and especially Oklahoma learned that the hard way, especially once you got towards the red zone, that's where all their turnovers were near the red zone.
And then with Texas running back, man,
with Robinson, yeah.
And then with Robinson, and then
Johnson.
Worthy.
Yeah.
I mean, who's going to stop Worthy? That dude's a beast, man.
Worthy.
Yeah.
Worthy, yeah.
Or a bad quarterback play. That's
yeah.
It's
That
a
dude's a
2:30 game,
beast.
so that's good for Texas, not a night game.
yeah. I was gonna say if it's a night game, oh no, we're definitely losing.
Yeah.
Especially in Stillwater, no. Unless you
TCU
got
is
Big
6-0,
Shell
they're
lining
number
up.
13 in the nation. I don't care. They're number 8 now. I don't care about TCU. TCU look good, man. Honestly, they do.
They did.
They do.
I mean, they were struggling that first half. They really came out struggling,
Yeah.
and then I don't know what it was. Somebody lit a fire on them at halftime. I don't know if maybe they played a Gary Patterson video or something, or what happened, but
Somebody threw a sweaty towel at Duggan.
Sure. Hey, Sonny Dykes, man, he's going to end up probably getting the Big 12 Coach of the Year. I mean,
Or what's his name for Kansas, man?
yeah,
Forget about.
it's neck and neck.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to even throw old dude over there at Kansas State?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But man, looking at the Big 12 standings real quick, they change every week. You lose one, you're down,
Yeah,
far down. But you got TCU and Kansas State right now, undefeated at 3-0 in the conference, and then you got Texas at third, Oklahoma State fourth. Look at Oklahoma State, man; they're like top, and now they're fourth. Kansas fifth, West Virginia, Baylor, and Texas Tech all tied 6, 7, 8, whatever you want to call it. And then you got Oklahoma ninth and Iowa State 10. Iowa State's winless in the conference play, though.
That's nuts, man. That's nuts.
Yeah.
it's a tough conference.
It, man, like we literally beat up on each other, man.
Yeah.
We're like
I mean,
the SEC
it's-
beat up on each other.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the ACC, I mean, I think I said this last week, where it's just like you got Alabama on one side, who's their toughest? A&M.
Well,
Right.
this year,
Ole Miss, right? Is it Ole Miss on their side?
West is tough, though.
Yeah,
Hey, that Ole Miss, I was very surprised by Ole Miss.
Mississippi State, too, tough.
yeah. So they've got a tough bracket on their side.
Yeah.
Now on the East, that's usually where it's the weak side.
Yeah,
where
you
you've
got
always
Georgia.
had one. Then you got Georgia, and now you've got Tennessee, and you don't know which week you're going to get Florida.
Yeah. Kentucky, too, is like, man.
Yeah, that's another team. Is like you don't know which one's going to step on the field.
Yeah.
We get into
And
some
they were
top
talking
25
about
matches. What's up?
what's up?
What you gonna say?
No, I mean, did y'all read that next year for the Big 12 scheduling, there's not going to be any divisions?
Mm-mm. Yeah. Still going to be the same.
Yeah. So I'm like, wait, hold on. Like, how is this going to work out? I mean,
So they said the only guaranteed games that are happening are the rivalry games. So you got OU, Oklahoma State, OU, Texas, Kansas State, Kansas, West Virginia, Cincinnati, Baylor, TCU. And then after that, it's whatever.
oh, it has to be Baylor and Texas, man. Like,
They don't
Gotta-
consider a rival.
that is nuts, man. Oh
we'll
man,
see what happens.
we better play Texas next year, man. I'm gonna be pissed off if we don't play Texas. Like because that is a rivalry game. I don't care what anybody says.
Now it's a
Like
rivalry game. It didn't
now,
used to be.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's just
The
like
past decade has definitely changed that.
yeah. So it's just like, come on, like you gotta have that.
Plus, it's only like an
Ah,
hour
that
down the road,
sucks.
so
Yeah, yeah.
Against
So
the
next,
top 25 games, you got number 5 Michigan beat number 10 Penn State 41-17.
Mhm.
that
Yeah,
was close at halftime. It was like 14-13, but it was
hmm
all Penn State's defense.
yeah,
Sean
yeah.
Clifford, I think,
Man,
had like 30 something yards going into halftime passing.
So would you consider Franklin the same at Penn State? He's just going to hit it silly and that's it?
I mean, I don't know. To be honest, over there, I mean that job. If they would let him go, there'll be a lot of people interested in that job. Matt Rule. I mean, I can I can see them going after Matt Rule if they let Franklin go, but they're not. I
No.
mean, that's their first loss, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's you're playing freaking Michigan at the Big House. That
True.
is that is a hard place to play.
But like you said,
Uh,
how many Big Ten titles has he won? He gets
yeah.
close, and then nothing. Got nothing to show for it. Doesn't even have a Rose
Yeah.
Bowl win.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Big Ten. I mean, who you going up against? I mean, you're going to get up against what? Ohio State, um, Michigan. Is that it?
Used to be
Then you
Michigan
got
State.
yeah, Michigan State,
Used to be. Not this year.
Iowa. Who else is over there? Iowa.
Exactly. So they should have won.
Yeah. But I mean, but look how lethal Ohio State has been, though.
Mhm.
Ohio State is going to be one of those teams that's always going to be good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Always
Oh,
going to be good.
Ohio State has made it as of late. The past 5 to 7 years, they always have that one game slip up.
Mhm.
They lose to
Mhm.
somebody they have no business losing to. They play the other teams tough.
Purdue.
Now, like last year they lost.
Purdue.
Yeah, last year they lost twice. That's just because I think Michigan was the better team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This year, I don't think that's the case at all.
Yeah. Ohio State has a real good chance winning the national title this year.
Yeah, Ohio State went up, and Michigan just kind of went
Mm-hmm.
just a little bit.
Then you had Ole Miss beating Auburn 48-34. You say Ole Miss just quietly doing their thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Quietly doing their thing.
Yeah. Ole Miss, man. That's one game that, like I said, Lane Kiffin's doing a real good job over there, man. A very
Is
good
this his
job.
longest tenured job?
Yeah, I think it is.
I mean, he's definitely not going to go anywhere else unless Nick Saban retires and they offer him
He's just burnt
the
too many
Alabama job.
bridges.
I mean,
He's just burnt too many bridges.
He's good in Oxford, man. He's just chilling.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, they're playing well.
Yeah.
Man, and I love Ole Miss's uniforms. That powder
Mhm.
blue.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, they're nice, but they're playing good. Playing good ball.
He's the well, I would say he's the Mike Leach of the SEC, but I forget that Mike Leach is in the SEC. He's the redheaded stepchild of the SEC that it's like, yeah, he's our brother, but we don't really like him all that much. We try not to
Yeah.
invite him, but Mom makes us invite him, so
He cries if you don't invite him. Then you had number 24 Illinois defeat Minnesota 26-14. Illinois quietly just 6-1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What conference they in? ACC?
Big Ten.
Big Ten.
Big Ten? Oh,
Man, Vanderbilt lost. Georgia
Tough one.
15-0. Gosh.
I mean, that's
I mean, that
was a
is
toss-up.
I was not expecting that. That was a dogfight for sure.
that was definitely
like
a
the first-
toss-up. I don't see how you could pick either way confidently.
Yeah. That first snap was a dogfight, and then
That was it.
That was it.
Then they turned off NCAA 2009.
Well, hey, they're happy to be in the SEC because they get that money.
They get that money,
Man.
and they're good at baseball. That's about it. They're like,
Yeah.
wait till baseball season. Just wait till
Yeah.
baseball season.
Yeah.
We'll show you.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna skip this game for obvious reasons. Then it's Syracuse. 24-9 over North Carolina State. Dino Baber 6-0. What the hell?
Wow.
They're starting to recapture that
I
Donovan
didn't-
McNabb magic over there.
I didn't even know he was still there.
He's still there, man. You talk about
That's
just,
Syracuse.
hey, dude, just come on, ball. What's their expectations, though? You know, what's their expectations?
Yeah. What's the record?
6-0.
Wow. Huh.
About to be
That's
6-6.
Are they even ranked?
Yeah, they're 18th.
18? Wow.
Yeah.
That's
You know, they always give Clemson a hard time too, historically, for some reason. But yeah,
Nah, I don't think. I don't think. I think Clemson's going to end up winning out.
yeah, looking like that. Georgia Southern beat number 25 James Madison, 45-38. Yeah,
I didn't even know James Madison was
game
ranked.
of the week right there too. And then you had Clemson number 4 defeat Florida State 34-28. Closer than what it was though, but Florida State got some fight in them, you know, compared to the last couple seasons. But is that going to save Mark Norvell's job though?
I don't know.
Unless they're trying to throw the bank at Dion, which I don't think he's leaving Jackson State anytime while his son's there.
Nah, Dion loves Jackson State, man.
Yeah.
I mean, and he's honestly, there's no pressure for him. He's having fun.
Yeah. He's
having fun. So I think until they know they could get Dion, you know, that's when they'll start, you know, putting him on the hot seat. But other than that, no.
Because Dion's doing it for the love of the game and the love of the players. You know, I don't think. And like you said, the pressure. I don't think he wants pressure on him, especially of his alma mater.
Yeah.
But I think he'll be a hell of a fit. He'll get some recruits in there.
Oh, heck yeah.
But I think it's more or less just because of his son. I think that's
Yeah.
I think that's what's helping him enjoy it the most is because his son is there, and his son is good.
Yeah.
His son would transfer. So I'm like, I'm
They will
entering
probably
the
get
transfer
backlash
portal.
for it. You know that?
Yeah.
If that happened.
There's backlash with everything. We're like,
Yeah.
oh well. I mean, can you blame him?
I'll leave. Bye.
Right? For real, like I'm going.
Can't give me new toilets. Bye.
But then like you said, the expectations go up. You can transfer to a bigger school. Versus, hey, if I stay here and I win this the SWAC championship, I'm made.
And the
Here.
players respect
I'm
him.
made
Man.
here.
And
Yeah.
the players respect him. Like,
Yeah.
he commands respect, man. I like watching some of his, videos in practice and in the locker room. Like, he's about his business, man. He's old school to the bone, and they respect that. And I'm like, man, I would love to go play for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because he knows how to talk to people.
Yeah.
He's a people person.
Yeah. Well,
he's what?
except for the
everyone say
Alabama
Herm Miller
State.
should be.
Yeah. Except for Eddie Robinson Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you had number 22 Kentucky beat number 16 Mississippi State 27-17. Like I said, you don't know what Kentucky team you're going to get. Mississippi State was on a roll for a while. They're both 5-2. And this game was the late game before we get into the big game of the week. But man, USC loses to Utah 43-42. This is the only game I literally watched second quarter on. Great
That is not USC. That is Oklahoma, California. That's basically what it is. They all follow that. Oh man, that was great to see, man. Great to see, and it was great to see Caleb Williams cry. That dude was
the only thing that would have made that video better of him huffing and puffing like that as if they'd have put that Celine Dion song behind it.
Oh man, that was great. And then he was about to take off his helmet. Then he noticed the cameras were right there, and he put it back down.
Chin
He was
strap right here.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
gonna cry in the
crying like,
car.
dude. Like all you have to do is win out, and you still have a chance at the playoffs. You're all right. Chill out. I mean, but I don't know. It was great to see. It's great to see Lincoln Riley take that loss. It's great to
this
see
is good to
Caleb
see
Williams
USC
cry.
period lose.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
But man,
the only way I would like USC is if Coach O was back on there.
Yeah, go victory, go Trojans.
Yeah.
fight on.
I don't.
But that
Give me
atmosphere was
Give me
great.
the sword.
Yeah.
The atmosphere of that stadium was great. Crowd was electric, man. It was just, oof. It was a great game to watch. And it just made it better seeing Caleb Williams cry like a little baby.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Did y'all know there was a big time SEC game in Tennessee this weekend?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Was Peyton Manning in it?
I don't think so. I think he was on IR for this game. But yeah, Tennessee defeated Alabama 52-49. First time they've defeated in 2006.
Dude, that last 3 minutes, 4 minutes
Hmm.
was nuts, man. Alabama with the scooper score to go up a touchdown.
Yes.
And then the Tennessee just drives down. I think they would throw a pick, or they go 4 and out or something like that.
I think it was a turnover on downs.
Turnover and downs. And then that kicker kicked a dead duck, man. That was the ugliest field goal ever, or 3 points ever. That
Especially to win.
That mug was just going this way. That wasn't even turning. It was going this way. I was like, oh man, and that barely went over.
And the weird thing was, I thought, even they said, I think it was blocked, and I said, I thought it was blocked too. And then you look at it, it's like they didn't even touch it. He just kicked it weird.
He just kicked it ugly, man. But it was a heck of a good game, man. Tennessee's
a good team.
The real deal. Yeah.
Tennessee, yeah. I mean, you look at them next. All they have to do, besides of course, win every game, is beat Georgia.
Yeah,
they're capable.
Yeah, very capable.
Well, when do they play them?
So they play them in 3 weeks. They play them on November 5th at Georgia.
Oh man, that's
tough.
That'll be a statement victory if they do that.
But
they got UT Martin next week, so we need to kind of chill out.
Off the brakes.
Who does?
Tennessee.
They have UT Martin next week.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
is that another college game day for them?
Possibly.
Oh.
Be 10 stars in the Tokyo Dome.
Yeah, they beat Murray State last week, so
gotta take them serious.
Battle.
Yeah. But Alabama, man, they said the most points given up since 1907.
What?
Something like that. Definitely the most penalties they've ever had.
Okay, so we were talking all this crazy stuff about all these coaches and stuff, right? But hell's frozen over. Number one, when Alabama's number 6 in the nation during the middle of the year, and then when they have an undisciplined defense, penalties, and giving up this many plays. My God, man.
He's human. Nick Saban is human after all.
Saban.
Who's their defensive coordinator?
That's what I was about to say. Saban chained him up and started beating him.
Yeah, I don't even know who their defensive coordinator is, honestly. You always know who their defensive coordinator is every year.
Yeah.
I'm going to Google that just to see if they've actually had one listed or if they've
next year's going to be Matt. Next year's going to be Matt Rule and Phil Snow.
Yeah, it says Pete Golding is their defensive coordinator. Oh, God.
He sounds trash. Get him out of there.
Pete Golding?
Pete Golding. It said he's been there for the past 3 years.
He sounds like he owns a couple pawn shops.
Man, get him out of there. He sounds horrible.
He sounds like a public defender is what he sounds like.
Yeah. Nah, but man, and Saban was heated. Heated. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
you have that punt that you touch.
Yeah.
And he got in the guy's, he says, "What are you doing?" And
Yeah,
just
because
got in his face and yelled at him, "What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?"
yeah, because I mean he thought his player touched it. He was trying to recover it.
But he tried to pick up and run with it instead of just falling on it.
Just falling on it. Yeah. Yeah, that was nuts, man. But Tennessee looked good, man.
All Volunteers, and Alabama still has a shot at the playoffs. All they got to do is win out and go to the SEC title game, win, and they're in.
Mm-hmm.
But they're vulnerable this season.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it'll be nice to see Tennessee and – oh, wait, is Tennessee on the opposite – yeah, Tennessee and Alabama.
They can play them again.
Man, that would be nice, man.
That would be nice. What is Josh Heupel feeding these kids? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
The fact that the dude throws up and then looks at the guy and just, yeah, I did that.
That was great.
Dude.
Love it.
I'm pretty sure he's on the phone daily with Butch Jones. And so I'm pretty sure Butch Jones is giving him pointers and letting him know, hey, this is what you need to do.
He's pulling the strings behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's just great. The dude pukes and then's like, yeah, I just did that. Yeah, you ready?
Man, he looked. And old dude's like,
that was nuts, okay. Man.
I like he's like,
yeah, you see that right there? I'm gonna put you in the ground right there.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. Interesting times. So you look at next week's top 25 matchups. You got Syracuse at Clemson. So right off the bat, Syracuse gonna get their first test. Really, you got UCLA at Oregon. You got UCLA's undefeated as well.
Mm-hmm.
You got Texas at
Oregon wins that one though.
And you got Mississippi State at Alabama. Ooh, I hate to be at Mississippi State right now.
Ooh.
And then you got Kansas State at TCU. Can Kansas State do it?
Man, that's gonna be a hell of a weekend. Yeah. Got some great games lined up.
Yeah.
I know last week we were talking about has anybody kind of stepped forward before we go into picks. I was going to say, we were saying, has anybody stepped forward really and said this guy is one of the favorites to win the Heisman? But I do think this week we got a definitive answer. I think Heldon Hooker now has put himself at number one on the Heisman.
Yeah.
Because we talked about, it was going to be either out of him or Bryce Young, whoever came out and Bryce Young had a good performance too, though.
Yeah, and he validified his spot too to defend that Heisman championship. So
yeah. Yep.
What about Duggan from TCU? If they continue this streak, I mean, I know he's not flashy, but
he didn't beat out of Alabama, so he wouldn't even be in the conversation. Like,
I think if he's a dual threat, like the way he has been, if he's a dual threat, then he's got a shot.
But yeah, Hooker, man, he's the man right now.
Mm-hmm.
So we also previewed in the last show on the NFL recap, destinations from Matt Rule. We'll get into that right after these quick Big 12 picks. Only 4 games slated next week.
Oh, wow.
So we start off with Kansas at Baylor.
I got Baylor on that one. I think without their quarterback, I don't think they could do it. Baylor, it's going to be a high-scoring game, 58-50.
I say Baylor 42-7.
You really hoping they turn that defense around, man.
I'm gonna take Baylor. I think it's gonna be. I'm gonna say it's a low scoring game. I'm gonna say it's gonna be like 17-13.
Ugh. Be anxiety written all game. You got West Virginia at Texas Tech.
I got Tech.
Man, ooh.
I got Tech. I think Tech is going to make it look easy too.
I say Tech 21-14.
24-7.
I think Tech as well. 35-14.
The Texas defense is pretty good too.
Yeah.
And you got Texas at Oklahoma State. Just because I'm saying this team's on the mission, man, I'm just not going to back away from that statement. So I'm going to go with Oklahoma State. 38-35. Do it.
Come on. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Bowl eligible.
Dun, 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 dun.
Screenshot
that.
I think Texas gets the upset, man, in Stillwater.
You don't got to ask Texas, but I think it's the same score as Manny said, just flip flop.
Then you got Kansas State at TCU. Now I'm going to pick this without being, a hater, but I say TCU wins. 35.
Nope, Kansas State.
24.
Kansas State's winning. 68-0.
He's believing in Martinez.
Don't do that. He'll let you down eventually.
He's over there. Viva la raza!
It could be a trap game for Kansas State. I mean, TCU.
Yeah, it could be. It very well could be. I mean, it's a big hype game. That
night.
Are they playing?
It's in TCU, though, but still.
Okay. I was going to say, because if they're playing in Manhattan,
yeah.
I'll take TCU.
Tough. Big 12. Love it. So we were teasing about Matt Rule and, destinations for him since he got fired from Carolina. So obviously you got Wisconsin, Arizona State, Georgia Tech opened up. I feel like there's somebody else. Colorado is another team that opened up. And, we've been discussing off the air what's going to happen. He doesn't really need a coach next year if he doesn't want to. He's getting paid right now listening to this show as well. But, I feel like with him right now, Nebraska's open up too. Let me forget Nebraska. Yeah. I don't think he's coaching next season.
No, I don't think so either. I think he's going to take the year off.
Yeah.
I think he's going to take a year off and figure out what he wants to do. And I think when he does come back to coaching, he won't even be a head coach. I think he's going to become more of an analyst type of guy. Kind of what like Gary Patterson's doing.
Oh, like a special assistant.
Yeah.
Or he can go back to go under what is it? The coach's rehab is what you call it at Bama.
Yeah,
Bama.
That'd be a scary thing. Goes to Bama and be a inpatient
defensive corner.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, yeah, I don't think Matt Rule's gonna.
For I was gonna say for humor's sake, let's just play devil's advocate here. Mm-hmm. If he is coming back, let's just say, gun to your head, he decides, you know what, I want to coach. I'm coming back next season. Money be damned. Who would you think he would go to?
Auburn.
Man,
Carson's not going to last after this season.
I would say like either Nebraska or Wisconsin. I think Wisconsin's more his style.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm going to go out there, and this only happened because I just remembered it. He loves a rebuild. Colorado. There's no expectations. There's zero expectations. He's going to the Pac-12. Easy. Like there's not, like I said, zero expectations of him to win, but he doesn't have that dominating juggernaut like a Big Ten or an SEC or even an ACC.
Is USC and UCLA leaving after this year?
Yes. No. I think are they? I think they are pretty soon, right?
It's either 24 or 25. I can't remember.
After next year, I think their TV deal's up next year. I think so. After next season, they leave. I believe.
After next season,
I think.
Oh,
hell, he can go to
Colorado.
Well.
Yeah, Colorado's an ugly job, though, man.
It is, but that's what I'm saying. He has no expectations, and we've seen what he does with the rebuild. So I was like, I think to me that's probably more intriguing for him as far as, well, I got no expectations here. If I go to Nebraska, they're going to expect immediate turnaround. And if I don't have that year, I don't have that year one, even though I've proven that it's about a 3-year process, they're going to be like, nope, get him out. I mean, look what they did to Scott Frost.
Yeah.
But I think even like when he went to Baylor, like the reason why there was no expectation that first year was because of the situation, though.
Right.
And everybody left.
People ready to fire him too after the first game.
Yeah. I mean, but I guess then because you remembered all the Art Briles seasons, so the I'll tell you what. So the expectation was high, only for the unrealistic fans, but for the ones for the ones who are realistic, they were like, yeah, no, this is not going to be the year to do it. So I think what going to Baylor was just a different reason.
But also it was an unattractive job too. Who wants to be the guy that comes in to clean up all that, all that BS?
Yeah. I don't know. I just Colorado's going to have to get a first-time head coach, I think. They'll go after their defense or offensive coordinator. And then, but I think Wisconsin or Nebraska will be the place to go.
Did Dave Aranda as the defensive coordinator?
Yeah.
Special assistant to the head coach.
But I mean, he's going to go where the money's at, no matter what. They're going to offer him big bank. He's going. And like you said too, though, with the Wisconsins and Nebraskas, that expectation's still there no matter what, and they're impatient, especially for Nebraska.
Yeah,
they're like, God damn it, what? Come on, bring me somebody, right?
And mainly, it's can you beat Ohio State? That's their big thing. Can you beat Ohio State?
And for Wisconsin, I mean, they've been good except this season. It's just like everything just fell apart over there. I don't know what happened over there. Everything just fell apart quickly. I mean, people are transferring out, people are getting kicked out. I mean, everything just fell apart so fast. So, but their expectations always been, they've been a steady team, just winning. Are they happy with that? Do they expect more if he goes over there? Because let's be honest with you. He was a couple games away from the playoffs at Baylor. So, I mean,
yeah,
his resume is pretty good in college.
Yep.
Yeah, in college.
Yeah, in college.
I think if Rule would have stayed there like another 2 years, we would have seen Baylor in the playoffs. If Rule would have stayed there, I mean, we were pretty close with Aranda too. I mean, don't get me wrong, last year, but no, yeah, I just don't see him going to Colorado unless his wife wants to move there because it's beautiful over there.
You talk about a rebuild, Justin. I mean, this is ugly right now, but Arizona State, I mean,
that's a good one too. I'd forgotten about that one.
Hot out the press, steamy situation over there.
But still, you don't really hear anything about.
That is crazy. That's crazy. You're not hearing anything about this situation, which should be front page sports headlines everywhere.
Is it because it's
Yep.
on the West Coast that's why you don't
It's
hear
Arizona
about
State. They don't care. Thought that happened every year. No,
Yeah.
nah, it's stupid. They don't. Yeah, I don't know. It's news to me. Like, oh, whatever.
But yeah, I
Maybe it's
think
just there's nobody talking. Just
Yeah.
nobody involved in
Yeah.
the situation is talking. They're saying anything. There's no leaks from those involved.
Yeah.
But I think Manny's right though. If Auburn opens up, I can see him going to Auburn.
I can see them going after him. Who else are you going to get?
Yeah. Yep.
Mhm.
We shall see. But we appreciate you guys joining us for this recap of college football this week. Hopefully, this weekend next weekend coming up is as great as this past weekend. Follow us on Facebook, In Your House Sports, our YouTube channel, In Your House Sports. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. We'll be back on Tuesday for the NFL recap. Another great weekend for NFL action. From Manny D.
Fat Sam.
Your boy Vasos.
Peace out.